Good morning, community. Jill here with North Texas Fish. Let me tell you something. It's 67 degrees out here right now. We're headed for a high of 80. Right now, the 67 feels like it's about 87 compared to what we had in the last 10 days. Now, we got that ice storm, as you all know, and last Monday, we still had quite a bit of ice in my work parking lot. So I want you to check this out because it kind of surprised me that it lasted 9 days after the storm and it did not melt. And we even, in between those 9 days, we had a couple of 60-degree days. And then, of course, we got cold again for a couple of days. But I was shocked at how much ice was still left. So this is 9 days after the ice storm began, guys. This is unbelievable. And this is parking lot at work. You can see that's still pretty heavy ice, and we've even gotten up to 60 degrees a couple of days. It's all down the side there. We did pick some cabbage before the storm hit, but let me show you. Look at there. I have a couple of really nice size ones that look fantastic that I'm probably going to harvest this weekend. And I even have a small one here. So even though we had a wind chill at one point of -3 degrees, and these outer leaves look a little worn and frostbitten, freezer bitten, the cabbage itself looks like it was protected. So I'm excited about that. I was really worried about those. Here are my onions. We did cover these the first part of the storm, but we had to uncover them the second part because they really needed to be watered, and we couldn't keep them under plastic that long or under a freeze cloth because they really needed to breathe. I think they're all going to be okay. They seem to be perking up. I think this coming week we're going to be in the 60s and 70s for the next 10 days. I think that we'll see a definite improvement on them, and I think that they're going to pull out just fine. The cabbages in this bed I think I'm going to go ahead and pull because I think I'm going to plant me some beets in here. I really need to get some beets going. I'm a little late on that, but I think I'll be okay. It's we're still in the first week of February, so I should be fine on putting some beets in this here raised bed, and then they'll come to fruition and I'll be able to use it for something else. I'm a little surprised that my carrots took a hit, but I'm okay because I'll be needing this bed here really soon. But I think if I pull some out, yeah, they're pretty stunted. I pulled this one this morning. It looks okay, but it's awfully cold. So I'm wondering if this bed froze straight through, and there's a good possibility it did. But look here, I've got a couple of good sized carrots that I could put in a salad. My rosemaries did just fine in this little high tunnel. You can see they're looking great. We even have a rosemary bush outside that did pretty good. Here are some of our tomato starts. We're excited. We'll be starting to uppot these, getting ready for our plant sale. And my onions in the little high tunnel, they did just fine. So we're going to probably have us a pretty good harvest of onions. I'm excited about that. But guys, it's about time now to come in here and get all this cleaned out. Now, these basil herb pots, we'll pull the plants or the dead plants out, but $10 says that they'll come back because we had all these seed pods on here, so they'll reseed themselves. Our Greek oregano did fine, and then our mint did just fine. Even the oregano we have outside looks like it's going to be okay, and this was right in the middle of the backyard, well, one of our pergolas, and you can see the tips of it kind of got it, but look guys, it's already coming back. Thanks to all of your prayers, this high tunnel made it through. We were very worried about that. And we sent out a call to pray, and you guys did pray. And I'm telling you, that's the only reason why this high tunnel is standing is because of prayer. There was lots of places out here that their roofs collapsed. There were metal barns. There was a church where its roof collapsed. And so we feel very blessed and very fortunate, and we are so thankful again for all of your prayers. But you can see it's inflated, and it's looking pretty good. Let's go inside. We were very concerned about our seed starts out here. Although in winters past, Greg has been successful with his method of using the heated seed mats, putting them on a table and then covering them with plastic. We did lose a couple, but we did not lose very many at all. So let's go through and I'll show you what all we got started. This is our pepper table. We have various pepper varieties. We have ancho, we have bell pepper. Let's see, we're gonna have the yellow bells again this year, jalapenos, habaneros, Anaheims, sashito, banana peppers, cayenne, serrano. These all did really well last year, and so we're looking forward to getting these all potted up. It's not going to be long before we get, especially those down on the end. It's going to be almost time in the next 7 to 10 days to pot those up. Our tomatoes are doing really good. There was a couple that we had to reseed, but for the most part, you can see we're getting pretty good germination, guys, and they did very well, and we're protected with this seed table. It gets very concerning when the weather is wonky like it is right now. And here are our medicinal and our culinary herbs. We have a lot of different ones this year, along with the same ones that we grow every year. And Greg is in there seeding still. We've got still some varieties that we want to get done, but you can see the majority of them are looking pretty good. We have some spinach here that we might need to reseed, but for the most part, very happy at the germination that's going on with our medicinal and culinary herbs. We have started seeding our greens. We do those last because it doesn't take them very long to come up and get established and get ready to go. So we're going to have some good greens. Our kale survived in this big high tunnel. These are in containers. They did just fine. This is my rosemary that was outside. You can see it does have a little freezer burn, but guys, I really think it's going to pull out. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Texas. And so now the question is, what do we do? What do we do? Well, we know that we're still at the very first part of February, and although the next 10 days look to be warm, we still have quite a bit of time where we could get another Arctic front and even another winter storm. I think what this means for us is that we are going to have a warmer than normal February, but a cooler than normal March. So we're going to have to watch that, because we do start our planting here. We can protect some of them, but we can't protect everything that we plant, because we do plant outside as well. So that's what you're going to need to watch out for, is weather like this really gets you in the mood and gets you to thinking it's time to get ready to plant. And it is. It's time to get ready to start your seeds, definitely. But we need to be very careful over the next probably 6 to 7 weeks to be careful what we put in the ground outside, because we could get a late freeze this year. Easter is early. It's the 1st of April, and so we're going to have an early Easter. A lot of people plant that Good Friday, and they wait till after Easter to plant. Would just be mindful that it's very early this year. It's like, I think it's April the 8th or something. It's the very first week of April. So what will we start doing? We'll start cleaning up all of our containers in there and getting them ready to replant. We'll be refurbishing them with some fresh soil, some organic matter, to make sure that they're strong and ready to support any plants that we put in there. Greg's got to clean up a lot more in that big high tunnel to get ready for our sale, but also to get ready for our planting. We've got to plant our tomato plants a little earlier this year. Last year we got them in a little late because we were focused on the sale. We can't do that this year because we did not get a good harvest of tomatoes last year, and I really, really missed it. We really want to be cautious with what we plant this year and when we plant it. We'll be watching it and planting accordingly. You need to be watching it and planning accordingly. I think maybe the La Nina is going neutral, but again, they keep saying we're going to go into an El Nino year, which for us here in Texas, that would mean quite a bit of rain. And again, if you're planting here in Texas, you want to make sure that you prepare your garden for maybe a lot of rain, and your containers, make sure they're well drained if you're doing container planting outside and they're going to be exposed to rain. And if you're planting in the ground, you need to be sure and row up. And what that means is when you get ready to plant, you better make those rows high, because if we do get a lot of rain, it will wash out your plants, and you want to make sure that there's good drainage. This is a good day to just sit outside, guys, if you're in our area, and just enjoy the sunshine and enjoy nature, and just get some peace, because, you know, a lot of people think when we get those ice storms and stuff and you get to stay home from work that it's peaceful and you can just cuddle up with a fire and watch movies and eat bonbons. That's not how I feel anymore about it. When I was younger, maybe, yeah, but now that I'm older and we have the farm and we have so many things to be concerned about, and pipes and pop and high tunnels and plants, so it can be nerve-wracking. So kind of enjoying that it's a peaceful day today and we're kind of getting back to normal. But again, we still have some time left here in Texas to maybe get another winter storm, or at least some bone-chilling temperatures. Keep your eyes open. Thank you all for watching. We're praying for all of you in the east. I know Tennessee got hit hard, and I know that the Carolinas got hit hard, and they may be getting hit again. My goodness, and I know that Florida had some deep freezes that they're not accustomed to, so lots of wacky weather going on. But we're just gonna put one foot in front of the other, and we're gonna keep on walking, and we're just gonna trust the Lord to bless our harvest. He has always come through for us, and I'm thankful that I can rely on my Heavenly Father to make sure things are okay around the farm. But love you all. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for taking the time to watch. If you're new to our channel, we ask that you give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share our videos. And for those of you who are local that come and get your plants from us, it's coming really soon. Love you all. See you soon.